Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Informal giving you the latest and greatest Mr. Informal Podcast. This is 116 podcast. I hope you are doing well today. I hope you are being safe. The pandemic's not over, even though we're in the middle of the summer and we're going on to the last month of the summer. And so do not forget to add me on Instagram at MISTERINFORMAL and check out my website at mrinformal.com. That's MRINFORMAL.com. I got some good stuff there. Got some editorial stuff, got some article stuff, just some journalistic stuff, got some items that I'm selling there, made by me, strictly by me, just one man band man. So these are the 4 topics for the Mr. Informal 116 podcast. Number 1, Circulose, a new fiber. Number 2, Viroblock, a coating that is on clothes that can apparently kill the coronavirus. Number 3, Corning Gorilla Glass has released a new and tougher Gorilla Glass called the Victus. Number 4, Wal-Mart decides to close on Thanksgiving this year. Yes, you heard me right. They decided to close Thanksgiving. And so those are the 4 topics for this podcast. Again, I hope you are doing well and I hope you are doing safe. And so let's go ahead and start the podcast. On to this article from Gear Patrol, titled Levi's Most Sustainable Jeans Use a Revolutionary New Material. So the historic denim company takes on recycling with a young Swedish brand. So the clothing industry has serious waste problem according to Ellen MacArthur Foundation. The fashion industry used 53 million tons of new fibers to produce clothing in 2015. That is a lot. Absolutely a lot. So the biggest problem is that Levi's, one of the world's biggest apparel companies with a reported net revenue of $5.6 billion in 2018. I don't know why they even decided to cut jobs, but that's a different story, and I already did that. Has been addressing the environmental impact of denim with innovation in how cotton is grown, and how it's spun to thread, and how it's dyed, and how jeans are constructed. So not only that, the solution, here we go. But the amount of jeans are still a major concern. Increasing consumption puts considerable stress on natural resources. The solution that many brands have been actively pursuing is called circularity, and recycling used or discarded clothing to make fibers for new garments. Until this point, the process has been largely theoretical because the technology and manufacturing system do not exist. But a new innovation by a Swedish startup, Renewcell, is changing that. Okay, so we're going somewhere here. We finally have some technology. So Levi's partnered with Renewcell to produce well-tried 502 jeans made with organic material called Circulose. The Swedish brand's revolutionary new fiber is made from 50% recycled denim and 50% sustainably sourced viscose. Okay, so it's made from recycled denim, could be cotton mixed with spandex, and then a viscose. Not only that, so the jeans feel like traditional offerings and come with a worn-in wash that shows denim, slightly red cast shade of indigo, but the material is unlike anything the brand has produced in its 167-year history. So Circulose, a man-made cellulosic fiber similar to viscose, lyocell, and modal. I think they probably spelled modal wrong, is made from plant-based cellulose pulp that is processed and turned into long, soft filament fibers. Circulose used discarded 100% cotton textiles and garments to produce high-quality fibers. Okay, so Levi's is certainly making a change. It's trying to reduce its carbon footprint by collaborating with Renewcell. Not only that, this new fabric called Circulose is certainly a mix of viscose, lysa. No, I shouldn't say mix. It's similar fabric. So it's a plant-based fiber, which is it's sustainable. It is biodegradable. Not only that, this fabric, what they would do is they weave it into recycled fibers from recycled denim, and so they combine it or they fuse it, and then boom, there is your new jeans. So I like this technology. Certainly this technology is going to reduce Levi's carbon footprint, also reduce the denim footprint overall, because Levi's is the biggest denim manufacturers in the world. So by having this, it certainly reduces it, but it's still experimental, and as you can tell from the article, they are just making it in a small batch for the 502 jeans. But I think in the future, if this suddenly becomes viable and also sellable and it's making a profit, Levi's is going to move on 100% of it, because I don't think they want to do the traditional way. But you know what? There will always be people who love the traditional Levi's, same as people also loving selvage jeans. Selvage jeans to me is the one to go. Me, I prefer 100% cotton jeans. I really do not like anything with spandex or polyester. I like it to be 100% cotton. When it's 100% cotton, then you know it's biodegradable, it's sustainable, it's easier to actually recycle. Unlike having blended jeans. I'm telling you right now, if you're gonna buy jeans, especially if you're a guy, go with 100% cotton. I don't care about stretch. Trust me, stretch is hard to recycle. So moving on, it's an article from Hypebae. Newly developed Viroblock technology kills COVID-19 on fabrics. That's interesting. It will be implemented in final stages of denim production, creating the world's first antiviral jeans. So, as many organizations continue to develop attempts in developing a vaccine for COVID-19, the fashion industry is also slowly finding ways to navigate through the ongoing pandemic. Swiss textiles firm Heiku, however it's pronounced, which develops the new Viroblock, will be partnering with artistic denim mills to create the world's first antiviral denim. Wow. First unveiled in March, Viroblock is an invisible film added onto fabrics that killed 99.9% of SARS-CoV-2 on contact, Vogue reports. According to research, the virus can usually live on fabrics for up to 2 days at room temperature. Wow, 2 days. That's interesting. But will be killed within 30 minutes with the help of Viroblock. The technology stays effective for up to 30 laundry cycles. Okay. While Viroblock has been under development since 2013, the recent coronavirus outbreak made the innovation become a top priority. First use of medical mask it is now being considered as an additional to textile to create COVID-19 proof clothing. Wow. Okay. So you know what? This is interesting. I like these kinds of science, research, and development. The thing I was skeptical about this is that how long can it last when a person washes it? But it apparently it can be effective up to 30 laundry cycles, but it never specified what if you add softener, what if you add detergent, what if you add Clorox to it. So I need to know the specific of this during washing. But in any case, in theory, it is absolutely great. I like it. I like the idea. I'm glad it became a top priority, and I'm glad, hopefully it's not just. I'm glad that it's not just in denim, because they used it on medical mask, and so that was effective, and so that is great. Now, do I like to see more? What about in t-shirts? It's not just in denim. What about sweatpants? So I like to see more of this. Just a surprising thing is this virus can live up to 2 days in room temperature. Wow, that is absolutely insane. So another one from the paragraph is that to further process, Pakistan-based denim production company Artistic Denim Mills have teamed up with Haiku, aiming to make the first antiviral jeans through brands DL 1961 and Warp plus Web. Every pair of jeans from both labels will receive Viroblock treatment in the last stage of production starting in October. So basically, once the denim is made, been washed, whatever, they hang it, and then that's when they spray it, the coating, and so that is it. And that is what they mean by the last stage of production. But you know what? We'll see how this goes. Now we're probably not going to see it until November. Moving on, from an article from Acquire, Corning's next generation Gorilla Glass can withstand drops over 6 feet. So the article is basically a small paragraph, but if you go to the Corning.com's website, it basically tells you the new Corning Gorilla Glass Victus. So the biggest information on this is that Corning has announced its strongest version yet, Victus. Corning Gorilla Glass Victus will greatly enhance the drop protection of smartphones with an impact resistance of more than 6 feet when dropped onto hard, rough surface. Victus also sees twice the improvement in scratch resistant over Corning Gorilla Glass 6 and 4 times stronger than the competition aluminosilicate based glasses. So, I mean, to me, this is marketing. Every time Corning Gorilla Glass always say, oh, it's better, it's greater, it's more impact resistant. And then when you see these drops, you kind of realize, well, it broke, it shattered. I mean, look, they can call it whatever we want, Victus, but look, I understand what they're saying, but the fact is that the error here is the user. The user is not paying attention, it's not gripping it tightly or have a good grip, or they just probably don't care, knowing that, oh, I have Corning Gorilla Glass, oh, I have a case. But the fact is that when a phone is dropped, depending on where it's hit the ground, could be the corner, could be the side, could be the screen, something will be damaged. Now there are those who don't have screen protection, they don't have cases, and when it's dropped, not even more than 6 feet, probably let's say 45 feet, and then boom, it's dropped, and then boom, it's shattered. Like, well, look, Corning, you said that this was impact resistant to more than 5 feet, and yet here we go, it shattered, it cracked. You know, Corning Gorilla Glass always been saying this all the time, and then I see their testings and videos, and you know, they always do it in a favorable way, but they never do it in the real way. Like, have they even tried a drop where a person's tried to catch it and then they don't catch it and then it's dropped? Do they ever do that? And did they ever do corner testing? Do they do face down testing? Like, I'm talking about face down testing, not just flat face. I'm talking about face down where it hits the ground and it bounces up and it hits the ground again. Did they ever do that? I don't think so. I've never seen their tests like that before. So to me, they can say whatever they want, and look, this will probably on new smartphones these days. I won't be surprised, but then again, I don't be surprised if your screen gets cracked again. And look, for me, my advice is always put a screen protector. As much as you like your phones to be naked, these phones are getting way too expensive. Way too expensive in terms of repairs, MSRP. I can go on, and it's just better to have insurance overall. On to the last topic from retail.com. Wal-Mart to close on Thanksgiving. Yes, you heard me right. Wal-Mart has decided to close all of its stores in the US of A on Thanksgiving this year for the first time since 1980s. So that's 30 years. The company also said its Sam's Club location will be closed on holiday this year. Wal-Mart said it will operate at normal hours on Wednesday, November 25th, while Black Friday hours will be shared at a later date. We know this has been a trying year, and our associates have stepped up. CEO and President John Furner said in a statement, "We hope they will enjoy special Thanksgiving at home with their loved ones." The company also announced a third round of cash bonuses amid COVID-19 pandemic. Stores, clubs, distribution center, and fulfillment center associate totaling to $428 million. The bonuses amount to $300 for full-time and hourly workers and $150 for part-time and temporary associates. The running total for the pandemic-related bonuses is $1.1 billion so far this year. Wow. So they're giving the employees Thanksgiving this year off, which is great. And finally, Walmart does something actually good. They're actually giving gratitude. They're showing us gratitude. Now, will this be a domino effect? Will Best Buy close on Thanksgiving? I think, to me, I've always think that every retail store should be closed on Thanksgiving. Yes, you heard me, Thanksgiving. The same thing as it was when I first started doing the Black Friday, to maybe 2005 or 6, whichever, where they weren't open until 5 a.m. of Friday, or Black Friday. That was true Black Friday. True Black Friday. And then suddenly Walmart decided to open up on Thanksgiving. And then suddenly everyone does the same thing. Now hopefully every store will do the same thing. Actually close on Friday. I like my Thanksgiving dinner. I like being with family for Thanksgiving. I like being reminded that in life we should be thankful for the kind of life that we have. Now it may be bad or good, but for the most part, when we are separated from our family and we don't get to see them much, even though you're close to them, you don't get to see your relatives. But Thanksgiving is just one of those days. Thanksgiving and Christmas is just one of those days where everybody gathers up. You get to see your relatives, so and so, and you get to enjoy food. Everyone's celebrating the same time. Same thing too. And so when you suddenly add in Black Friday or even open up on Thanksgiving, now everybody's trying to rush in to form a line to get to buy some stuff and not even enjoy Thanksgiving overall. We need to have that spirit again. I've been a proponent of this for a long time. I think Thanksgiving should just be off. No one should be working on Thanksgiving Day. I don't care who you are. If you are a grocery store, you should be closed by 3 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day. You know, if these people buy their food late, well, that's their fault. No, it shouldn't be your fault. You can't let these people come into the store really late and then suddenly you're missing family. No, you can't have it that way. I know there are people out there who don't care about Thanksgiving, but there are people out there who love being around family and relatives or even friends and enjoy Thanksgiving. You know, again, it's just one of those things that we should be thankful for what we have. I mean, you may not have money, you may not have a mansion, but what you have is the spirit. And not only that, having the fortitude, the mental fortitude of enjoying Thanksgiving. And I truly hope that not just Walmart is doing this. Look, I applaud Walmart and give credit where it's due, and I really hope that other retailers would do the same thing. I think they probably would do the same thing due to COVID. Maybe, you never know, maybe they might close off all Black Friday. We all know how Black Friday is. It gets crazy. People go crazy over Black Friday. You see the lines, you see how people are just crowded. I mean, it's just a mass hysteria. Mass hysteria. And so that concludes this Mr. Informal Podcast 116. I go by the name of Mr. Informal. I hope you enjoy the 4 topics that I have discussed for today. I hope you learned something, gave you some insights, and also I'm glad that you listened to me from the start to end. And again, do not forget to add me on Instagram, MisterInformal.com, and then check out my website, MrInformal.com, MrInformal.com. And so I will see you in the next podcast. Bye-bye.